Hey everybody, welcome back to the Gamedy channel. I'm Old Dad. Today we will be in the Gamedy lab looking at some advanced dialogue. Advanced dialogue is crucial when building adventure maps, survival maps, things like that. So let's take a look at our example here. We have Jessie over here. And Jessie says, howdy, what's up? This is like a splash screen I use with a talk button right here for all my NPCs. And we'll go over that later, but for now we'll hit talk. And Jessie says, I'm Jessie, I like to play with rocks. Okay. We'll have fun with the rocks, Jessie. We're going to go over here and talk to Sally. She's looking at Jessie, watching him play with the rocks over there. And we talk to Sally. She says hello. Again, just a splash screen here with a talk button. We're going to click on her talk button though, and she says, could you ask Jessie to come inside please? His food is ready. And I'm going to click OK, and she says, thanks so much for your help. And if we click on her again, she's going to go right back to thanks so much for your help. It won't start over at the beginning. That's part of this advanced dialogue system. We go back to Jessie. Howdy, what's up? On the splash screen here, we talk to him. Oh, Sally wants me to come inside the house. Thank you. So that's the advanced dialogue system we're going to be looking at here today. And you're able to do a lot of different stuff with this, so let's dive into it. Okay, first of all, we'll go take a look real quick here at what's going on. We have this NPC we can all see out here. It has the splash screen with the talk button on it, and when you talk to it or hit the button, it goes through these commands, which is actually looking for tags on the player and opening the dialogue of these hidden NPCs that look just like it with the same name, where the player can't see them. They can be hidden underground. Right now we just have them hidden in easy spots, but same thing over here. We have the splash screen. It's actually opening dialogue when you hit that talk button to these NPCs that are hidden somewhere else. As long as they're nearby, they can be anywhere. And so we'll start out here with just placing our first NPC down here. And we're going to choose this skin that we had originally. And we're going to name this one Sally. And this is just the one NPC that the player would be interacting with. These other ones back here would be hidden. We could hide them under the ground. We could hide them, anywhere in a cave, overhead. They have to be within 64 blocks, I think, but I usually hide mine a lot closer. So I'm just choosing the same skin that looks like our Sally out front there. And we'll go down here and set up our Jessie NPCs. We'll have this one out here that's visible to the player. We're going to choose our Jessie skin there. And we're going to run around here to the back and place these two twin Jessie NPCs back here. And we'll be adding all the commands and all the dialogue here in just a second once we get all these basic NPCs in place. Alright, so we go back to our main Sally here. We're going to edit her dialogue, and it's going to say hello. And this is just her splash screen, so when a player walks up and clicks on this NPC, she'll say hello, and then you'll add a command, and it's going to be a button mode. So we'll click that, and we get a little space down here to type in whatever's going to be on the button, and we're going to put talk right there. And so if the player wants to talk to Sally, they will click the button. And then we push this little command center here and put in our commands. You can find those commands in the description, and you could just copy and paste them right out of the description. And so now that one is set up, and we'll go back here to this first NPC, and we're going to put, can you ask Jessie to come inside? And under advanced settings, we're going to set it into button mode. We're going to put like OK right here so the player can click OK. Yes. Go here to the commands area of the button and type in our commands for this NPC. And you can find those in the description. And this NPC is actually, we'll go ahead and just name it this. It is Ask Jessie NPC. And we'll tag it as such here in just a minute. And we can change its name later. That's just so we can keep up with it and make sure that everything's working like it's supposed to be. And we'll name this one. This one's going to be Favor NPC. That is the tag that is being put on the player during this conversation. The word favor is the tag that the player gets tagged with. And once he has that tag, the player has that tag, it'll say, "Thanks for your help." And so now I'm going to stand right over this NPC and I'm going to put the tag on it. You can tag entities in Minecraft Bedrock, so that's what we're doing, and we're standing right inside of it, so it's the closest NPC to us. We're going to go over here, we're going to stand over this one, do the same thing. You can copy these command lines out of the description down below the video and just paste it right in. And we've tagged that one, as you can see, added tag, Favor NPC. And now we're just going to test this out. We walk up, we say, splash screen, yes, talk. Can you ask Jessie to come inside? Well, that was this one here, Ask Jessie, because we don't have a tag on the player yet. And then we're going to talk to her again here, hit the talk button, and this time we'll click OK. And when we click this OK button, it's going to put the tag Favor on the player, on us. And now she says, "Thanks for your help." And that's this Favor NPC in here we're talking to now. Although when you're the player, it just looks like you're talking to that same NPC the whole time, which makes it such a cool system, you know. We can go back in here and change their names back to Sally. And now we're basically going to go over here and do all the same stuff to our Jessie set of NPCs. We'll open up this main Jessie that the player interacts with and type in, you know, what's up and his dialogue. We'll go to the command area. It's going to be a button mode. We'll put talk on the button here, and then we'll press this little plus up here and go into the command center and type in our commands. And again, you can find those commands down in the description. All these commands that we're using are nice and neatly written out in the description. Going back here to the first NPC, this is going to be intro NPC. We make his dialogue. "Hi, I'm Jessie. I like playing with rocks," you know, kind of like the intro to Jessie. And we need to make sure we tag this NPC, which is super important to this entire system. So we put in our command there, and we've tagged him, as we see in the corner there, added tag. And we're going to do the same thing with this NPC, and that should just about finish up the system. Well, this particular system. But you can change things in and out once you get the hang of this. Oh, Sally wants me to come inside. Thanks, friend. Got that all set up. You know, you can change things in and out for your quests or your maps to give information, whatever you need, once you get the hang of this. And we'll place the tag on this NPC so that everything works out like it's supposed to. Now we got the whole system set up, and we're going to test her out. We go talk to Jessie. "Hi, I'm Jessie. I like playing with rocks." Talk to him again, same thing. And so the player has no tag on them at this moment. We talk to Sally. "Hello. Can you ask Jessie to come inside?" Okay. When you hit that OK button, the tag Favor is placed on the player. Now that he has that tag, when you talk to Jessie, he says, "Oh, well, Sally wants me to come inside." So now you're talking to that answer NPC. So everything seems to be working perfectly. We can go back and change their name to Jessie so it all looks copacetic to the player. And that's it. Like I said, work on the system, change things around, and make it work for your map. And it's a great system. And you can have 25 or 50 NPCs hidden if you need to. This is Old Dad for the Gamedy channel. Be sure and subscribe and smash that like button. We'll see you next time.